Hey everyone, it's me, Tayo. No, please, I'm begging you, please do not exit the video. This is still My Hero Academia reaction video. We're going through a bunch of chapters. I promise that. I promise, but I've been thinking, and I can't help but notice that my videos need, something new, something a little pizzazz, you know what I mean? So I've decided to mix things up, and let me show you what I mean. Hey, Arv. As you can see, me and my animal friends have gotten together, and they're going to be lending me a hand in reviewing the new My Hero Academia chapters. They're all dressed up like superheroes as much as they can be. Kind of wish that there was another way of giving them, pattern costumes. But I'll work with what I can. Anyway, let me show you the studio. Thanks, guys. This is the green screen room where we'll be recording. I'll have one animal guest for each episode that I'm reacting to My Hero Academia and One Piece. It's all set up, and so yeah, ready to go? Let's start recording. 3, 2, 1, go! Hey y'all, I'm here with my co-host Felicity. She's a big My Hero Academia fan too. Ain't that right, Felicity?
Whose outfit should we change?
Very good, very good. Boop. Alright guys, let's get into the chapter. Super excited to read all these chapters. Okay, here we go into chapter 327, and yikes, look at that. Looks like Deku's getting a bath. Whoa, holy gosh, that is the most desperate bath I have ever seen in my life. Yikes. You can barely see Deku, they're just blasting him with all these jets of water. Yikes. That's pretty nuts. And all the boys are naked, so, that should be... Anyway, this should be good for all you lady viewers, or, people who are just into that sort of thing. Dirt all over the bathtub. Scrub it off with detergent. Man, look at all these guys. Tokoyami? Huh. So that's what he looks like under his outfit. Looks like a normal dude with bird head. Cool. Oh, here we go, and Bakugo brings up how he's not done trying to become the #1 hero. So he's like, hey, I may be a good friend and all, but I'm still gonna be the #1 hero, Deku! And more water attacks. Lots and lots of water attacks. Oh, we see Ochako. You said that's your favorite character? Well, it looks like she's pretty tired. Deku once again thanking everyone for coming to the rescue for, him going nuts. Meanwhile, Chaco's just taking a breather. It's really nice to see all the characters talking about, Deku's past and how he was quirkless and all that stuff. Really nice to see their reaction to that. Oh, and here Deku goes into the fact that at this point, Deku really can't relax until he's made up with All Might. It's pretty sad that he left All Might in that state, being like, hey, I don't need your help. Your box lunches are nice and all, but I don't need your help, and I can do that on my own. Oh my gosh, that's just, ugh, terrible. And look who it is. All Might has finally showed up. Yeah! Looks like Mina wants All Might to apologize to all of them for not, keeping them out of the loop. All Might promising that he's going to do whatever he can to help them all out, even though, he's in a pretty weak state, so that could be tricky. But it was nice to see Midoriya bringing up the fact that those bento boxes meant so much to him, and they were delicious and awesome. I want an All Might bento box. That sounds great. Let's see what else we got here. Still getting used to this new Animal Crossing setup, so give me a bit to get used to it. Oh, and isn't that nice? Now that Deku has apologized to All Might, he can finally get some sleep. Dude deserves it. Definitely. Looks like Shoto's trying to reassure everyone that even though he's gone through a lot, he's still ready for action, baby! Kaminori tearing up. Poor guy. Oh, this is an interesting part where headphone jack basically brings in that she wants to do another type of performance, and I think that'd be great. You know, really relieve the tension to all the people, the evacuees, and everything. And considering how awesome their last performance was in the anime, I really can't wait for this. And the scene with Class 1A ends with them all together, or at least not all of them, but you know, most of them being together and just ready to take on the world. So, good job, guys! I believe you can do it! Now we move the scene over to Hawks and Best Jeanist, who were basically hanging out in a car? I don't know why I thought helicopter. I really don't know why I thought helicopter there. That's weird. I thought I saw him in a helicopter. If that is not a helicopter, that is just a car. But yeah, it looks like they're on the move. They're looking into the information they got from Stain. Though, not sure how much you want to trust that information, but what you gonna do? Basically confirming that All For One wants to complete that. Basically confirming that All For One is really trying to get Shigaraki as complete as fast as possible. And it looks like he might be completed a lot faster than they thought. Oh boy, things are about to get crazy.
Making the purchase.
They basically talk how the chip itself is pretty useful information, but it turns out that that letter that they included is kind of a love letter to All Might. I mean, not really, but, you know. So yeah, that's just a basic synopsis of those chapters. Now let's move on to the next chapter. So I thought that last chapter was good. I mean, it wasn't that fantastic, but it got the job done.
Seems good to me.
Oh wow, now we're going into chapter 328 and it starts out with a big prison break. There's some freaking weirdo running around saying he's gonna start collecting females again. Ugh, so creepy.
Hey, not bad.
Wow, that is really creepy. Yikes. Not a fan. Meanwhile, Stain immediately takes this guy out. Thank goodness. That guy was a fucking asshole. We get to see a bit of Stain's escape, which we really didn't see that much of originally. So this is pretty cool. So he finds a guard who's pretty much dying, and the guard's basically gives him that information that he handed over to All Might in the previous chapters. Damn, would you just look at that expression on Stain in that one panel? Yikes, it's all shadowy, and man, every Stain really does steal the show every time. I'm so impressed by his face. Like, he is, I would never say that he was my favorite character, but definitely one of the more interesting characters in the series, to be sure. Damn, and then we get that really cool imagery of, wow, that's like, I don't know, I feel like this could be symbolism for something, because All For One is like standing on this heap of metal, and like all these criminals are like running to him or like climbing up to him, so it's a pretty intense image. And well, that ends the prison break, and now we move back to the good guys. Oh, and here we see our dear friend Sukauchi, and poor Sukauchi, man, he is in dire straits. He looks pretty worn out, poor guy. It's like he's not fully shaven, and he's just got this depressed look on his face, and it's ugh, man, wow. He's relieved that All Might's patched up with the Midoriya, and I'm relieved for that too. Alright. Oh, hey, it's my favorite cat! Yeah! It's my favorite cat! Wait, what was his name again? Anyway, they go into a bit more detail about All Might's link to One for All, and how he can kind of, like, not exactly communicate with them, but it's still pretty interesting. And they also bring up how Shigaraki and All for One have a similar connection. Ugh, wow, I really forgot a lot about that stuff. I gotta read over it.
What?
But we've got bad news, because it turns out that Shigaraki is 3 days away from completion. Oh boy, that's not good. Oh, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. Okay, now this is when things start getting interesting, because we start seeing foreign governments and heroes of foreign governments communicating. We got a shot of this lion hero, and I think some type of Egyptian hero. Looks like something you'd see on the side of a wall on a pyramid. Pretty weird. Talking about some hero named Salam in Egypt, I guess. I guess I can only assume that's an Egypt thing because, you know, something that you see in a pyramid, right? And there's a guy in shadow, and he's just like, yeah, our hero already left. She skipped out on everything and just flew off. I wonder who this hero is gonna... And then this is the point where we see Star and Stripe, the American hero. The American hero! And she looks awesome. I'm really loving the way Star and Stripe looks. Kind of look, actually, to be honest, makes me think of a female All Might in a way. At least the way that her hair is done. But I guess that shouldn't be a surprise, considering that she was trained by All Might, or at least that seems to be... Felicity, what do you think of this new hero that was just introduced? Yeah, that is a good question. Well, I guess we'll see in the next chapter, maybe? You know what? I've read it, and gotta be honest, I can't remember much about it, other than the fact that a certain character appears. But, well, here we go. We're gonna go into it now. Oh, and also the fact that she's riding stealth jets, that's pretty impressive. But, like I said, we're going into that chapter now. Let's do it! Whoa, that's a pretty epic cover page of Star and Stripes. I can't wait to see this hero in action. And the chapter starts with All for One surrounded by Nomu. Oh boy, where is this going? I consider Spinner to kind of be Shigaraki's best friend. I mean, in the past he's brought up how basically he and Shigaraki were into video games and they talked about stuff, and definitely Spinner seemed concerned when it seemed like All for One was taking over Shigaraki's body. And it'll be really interesting to see what becomes of Shigaraki after all this. I mean, it seemed like All for One was just going to take him over, but I guess we'll find out later in this chapter maybe. All for One bringing up his plans of how getting All for One for All is just the halfway point of it. He also brings up the fact that apparently he's got guys all over the world. Yikes, this is nuts. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised though, considering the fact that he's been around forever, so of course he's got allies all over the world. Kind of frightening. All for One seems pretty confident that if he can steal Star and Stripes' quirk, then the rest of the war is going to be nothing. Dan. Wow. Dang, this gets me super excited. Still, I hope Star and Stripe doesn't get her quirk stolen, because, I mean, come on, she's the American hero. Gotta be rooting for the USA! It looks like Spinner is being set up as some type of face for people to see and be like, oh, Spinner, he's our voice. Doing a lot of propaganda with Spinner's name. And oh my gosh, on that poster, the one that says Spinner, our voice, he looks just like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. He looks just like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. Oh my gosh. It's uncanny. But I mean, the way the mask is looked and the fact that he's a reptile, that's, yeah, that does make a lot of sense. Looks like there's a few advisors from the Liberation Army left, and that guy just looks like an executioner. There goes the Liberation Army using their sneaky tactics, using stuff from Toga and all the members of the League as kind of a sob story. To basically be like, ah, boo-hoo-hoo, they had hard lives, and that's why we should all hate heroes. I think they talked about this stuff back in the in the arc when they first showed up. Initially they were gonna kill Toga and use her story, but well, I guess this is just the way that it turns out sometimes. And now we go back to Hawks and Best Jeanist, who are driving around, and then of course Endeavor as well, looking around for those sneaky villains. Oh my goodness! Could it be? Has he finally shown himself? It's him! It's Shigaraki! He's back! Oh my gosh. He's got that billowing, torn up cloak. Huh. Billowing, torn up cloaks seems to be the standard for these characters nowadays, huh?
Interesting.
So, I guess next time we'll get to see what he's up to, because this chapter ends here. But Star and Stripe is confused and is like wondering, are you all for one? Well, are you all for one? 'Cause you're gonna get a beating, boy! Oh man, next chapter is gonna be a big battle between these two. Oh, this is gonna be great. I'm super excited! Okay guys, this is it. We're finally caught up. Now let's read the new chapter of My Hero Academia.
It's out.
This is gonna be good! No, Star. That's Tamura Shigaraki, so we should expect an EMP attack. All units, switch to shock shield mode and disengage autopilot. Roger that, Bravo leader.
It's time to choose your character.
Oh damn, getting right into it, huh? Well, what's our play? Offense or evasion? Do you even need to ask? We smash. We smash them. We will smash them to bits. What is she, the Hawk? We will smash them to bits like nothing.
How about choosing a stage?
Loud and clear, Star. Let's hope at least one of us makes a safe landing. Battle formation. There's a villain to take down. I'll make sure your remains make it back to your loved ones. Damn. Holy crap. She's completely serious that we might die, guys. You best be careful. It's a strange state I find myself in. I can truthfully declare that I am Tamura Shigaraki, but at the same time, there is no doubt that I am also me. Wait a second, so is he saying that he is Shigaraki, but he's also all for one at the same time? Oh man, that is very disturbing. I felt like this ever since I reawakened. Evade! Oh man, this is it. This is gonna get good. Oh my gosh, it's gonna get good. Here we go. Big attack from Shigaraki coming in. What's gonna happen? Holy fucking shit, look at that! Damn it! That's taking up the entire damn panel! Oh my gosh, that is... Yikes! That is crazy powerful. Looks like Shigaraki has grown a bit since the last time we saw him, huh, guys? Well, USA, who will be the first to tag the other? An interesting thing to say. Do you already know what my deal is? I won't help you fight back, because I reign supreme, boy. Air. Star and Stripes quirk. As of now, the air does not exist 100 meters ahead of me. New order. What is this? What's her quirk? New order? Oh yeah, you're seeing the Star and Stripes. Oh my gosh, this is getting big. Holy shit, what is she doing? A star? Why am I seeing a star in the sky? I am very, very confused. After touching a target, she can call out the target's name and assign a new rule to it. Holy shit! Oh my gosh, this is nuts! Do you realize what this is? It's Shenzo's quirk, but way more powerful. Yikes, man, that's nuts. So basically, they've come to a standoff. If she touches him, she can like give him a rule, but if he touches her, he can obviously, just make her fall to pieces. I don't think he wants to do that though, because, that would mean he can't take the quirk. So, let's see where this goes. A brutal quirk. I want it. Well, a guy who came all this way to meet me probably wouldn't drop dead that easily. Laser cannons! Oh man, this is nuts. This is awesome. Now they're firing all these beams at it. It's like a damn monster movie or something. Actually, you know what it reminds me of? It actually makes me think of Dragon Ball Z. You know how, like, they'd send all these jets after Cell, and then Cell would just, you know, absolutely wreck them every time. And it's like, come on, guys, just give up already. Have you ever seen a kaiju movie? Oh, whoops. I thought that attack came from Shigaraki, but apparently it was from her. My bad. Completely misread that. Oh well, moving on. Gotta say, I am definitely concerned that Shigaraki's gonna get this quirk, because if he does, oh boy, how could Deku stand a chance against that? That would be bad news. That got him. Good shot, me. Is she congratulating herself? What the hell? Like, hell, that was a wedge shot. I got first. Don't get cocky just yet. Reflect plus. Scatter. What is this? It looks like Shigaraki is using some type of shot move on her, and then she catches it? The laser is holdable. Wait, what? Holy crap! Her power! Her power is insane! She can do it to just anything she touches. It can be like, oh, it's a damn beam. Well, I can just make it not affect me. Like, what the hell? This is fucking nuts! She's just messing with the physics of everything. This is just insanity. And I know that, like... And I know that quirks can get pretty nuts, but this is something else. His body is healing. No wonder Japan lost to this guy. Yeah, you know, healing, pretty much one of the most annoying things you can find in an enemy in a video game. Lame. Alright, let's see where this goes. The vacuum she created is gone. Does New Order have a limitation of some sort? Is this my chance? Oh gosh, what's going on? It looks like Shigaraki's moving in. Oh boy, here he comes! Using monstrous strength for mid-air mobility. Oh boy, what's going to happen on the next page? Let's find out. Holy shit, she decked him! She decked him good! And playing right into my hands. You just got smashed. Tamura Shigaraki. I can only set new rules for up to 2 different targets at once. Interesting. One of the 2 is always myself. I can't quite conjure up super strength on All Might's level, but I am not too shabby. Yeah, you got that right, lady.
I won't let it go.
Years ago, a Japanese student studying abroad saved me. My family and I were on our way to the Santa Monica Pier when it happened. Santa Monica sounds familiar. Feel like I've heard of that before? Maybe I've been there before?
Huh?
A burglar on the run attacked us in our car. At least let my little sister live, I cried. I was ready to face death. But then, I'll never forget the sight of those two hair tufts. He was my role model. He was my role model from that day forward, as a show of my own even greater dedication to peace. I went for... What's going on here? 8 tufts! Oh, damn! That's a lot of toughage right there. That's a lot of tufts. There's no escaping him. That cursed All Might. Shigaraki's getting pissed! He's called the symbol of peace after all. Anyway, I've touched you and said your name, so now, if Tamura Shigaraki moves at all, his heart will stop. Damn! That is God tier stuff right there, boy. Impressive Star and Stripe. But does Shigaraki have a quirk that can counter this, I wonder? She fell for it. Oh gosh, this is not good. This is bad news. What's he up to? It's a trick. It's some type of trick. There were signs from the moment I awakened. You will be mine, little brother. The boundary was always hazy. As originally planned, you were meant to become me entirely after 2 months of recuperation. But what a firecracker you are, Tomura. Your sheer hatred, your drive for destruction, the doctor and I had our expectations, and you rose up to blow them away. Percentage-wise, I'd say 97, perhaps 98%. We will become one soon enough. Oh boy, that's not good news for Shigaraki. How's he gonna get saved now? I mean, a lot of you are probably thinking, dude, why do we care if he gets saved? He's an asshole. Yeah, but, you know, I am kind of the thought with Deku that basically, they kind of did you gotta admit that the cards were stacked against him in his life, and he just, no one reached out to him, and, yeah, I mean, he's still an asshole, but, yeah, a lot of people led him down this dark path, and, I kind of agree with Deku that at the end of the day, he's still a frightened child. No longer one for one, no longer all for one, nor Tomura Shigaraki. We now meld into a new person altogether. No! It didn't work. Is he not Tomura Shigaraki? Not in favor, are you? Well, I sure am. Wait a second. Shigaraki doesn't want to merge. Interesting. So, he is fighting against All for One. For a little bit there, I thought he was going to let him be his own man, but apparently not. So, oh boy, how's he gonna get out of this one? He does not want any of this. He's like, no, I don't want to be you. Not in favor, are you? Well, I sure am. Do you detest me? Let that rage flow. Your hatred delivers us to our glorious future. Whoa, what's this? His hair is growing out. That's kind of weird. It began in that house with a grain of hate that grew and built upon itself. To be continued. What's other than this, like ads and stuff? Okay, it's just ads left. Well, that was pretty interesting. That chapter was, yeah, pretty good. Pretty good chapter. I have to say, it is a little weird recording like this because I have to read a little bit, use my reaction on Animal Crossing, and just tap it and be like, okay, and here we go, and then I'm reading a little bit more. It was a little weird, but I feel like after it's edited, it will be a bit more cohesive and more interesting for you guys. At this point, our character is made. Oh yeah, and I'm also going to be recording the gameplay for My Hero Academia separately, so yeah, that'll make it a bit easier for me, so I don't have to be like playing the game, and I can just, you know, kind of just do my Animal Crossing reactions and stuff. But yeah, so that's the end of the chapter, and let's move on to the gameplay. Boop. What did you think of the chapter, Felicity? Yeah, I agree. I think this was a really good chapter. I have to say, the battle of Star and Stripe versus Shigaraki has been pretty epic so far. Doesn't seem like Shigaraki has done much. Hold on, let me go back and read through some of this stuff again. Okay, so I finished looking through the chapter again, and I've got to say that all the attacks that we did see were pretty big and took up very large panels. I especially love the Star and Stripe panel where she completely decks him and he goes flying. Look at all those lines! Look at them! Look at them, I said! We also did get a bit of backstory of Star and Stripe and see a very, 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 very teeny tiny panel of her as a little kid. So that was nice. She looks pretty cute. The one big attack we did see from Shigaraki was pretty impressive, sending out beams all over the place. But then, of course, Star and Stripe just used her one quirk to basically grab the beam and turn it into jelly. A pudding jelly. Anyway, it's soft. It was also interesting that we got to see a bit more Shigaraki's struggle against All for One, and how he's pretty much not in for this at all anymore. He's like, I mean, dude, obviously I want to destroy the world. I mean, that's my thing, you know, that's my thing, but yeah, I really am starting to get annoyed that you're trying to take over my body completely. Like, this is some bullshit right here. I'm definitely pleased that we're finally seeing the villains again, because for the longest time it was Deku this and Deku that, and I love Deku, but eventually you just need something other than Deku, you know what I mean? And boy did they deliver with this chapter. I just hope that Shigaraki doesn't take her power away right away, because that would be pretty lame. I mean, come on, they just introduced this character. I want to see more of their fight. It's looking pretty epic so far. I am really wondering about what's going on with Shigaraki's hair. It's looking a little crazy in the... Hold on, I gotta look at the beginning of the chapter and the end of the chapter. His hair is looking pretty long at the end of this chapter, so I've got to wonder, has it been that long before? I just don't know. Gotta wonder what's up with that house at the end. It began in that house with a grain of hate that grew and built upon itself. Is that Shigaraki's old house? I am not entirely sure where this is all going, but I can't wait to see. Great chapter. We got to see Star and Stripe kick some ass. We got to see Shigaraki's new power, with a little bit of beam action there. Seriously though, Star and Stripe quirk is god tier. Like, it's insane. Like, it controls physics and, well, let's be honest here, it pretty much controls everything. Really hoping we get to see more of her quirk and just her doing some pretty cool stuff in the next chapter. So yeah, that was pretty much it. That was the chapter. So, what did you guys think of the new format that we're working with? Maybe you guys don't like Animal Crossing, but I love it. And the new update coming out has me super excited. Like, whoa! I plan to use Animal Crossing characters for a few other videos too. So if you like Animal Crossing, cool. If you don't, well, I hope you'll humor me, because I just wanted to add a little something extra to these videos. I will admit this has been kind of difficult. I have to keep pausing what I'm saying and stuff. But yeah, this has been Tayo, and thanks for watching, everyone, and we hope you'll come again next time for more My Hero Academia reactions. See you next time for One Piece. I hope it's off break. Bye guys.
I'm still alive, you know?
Well, let's do it then.
Point it out!
Just had my breakfast.